Okay, hi there. Uh, so we're going to be talking about understanding client requirements and driving business success, right? My name is Samuel Iheagwam, and I am a data guy, right? So basically, I do everything data, right? Um, for this particular session, right, we're going to be having a look at a whole lot of deep aspects of client requirements, understanding client requirements, but with major focus in data analytics, right? Now, if you're good, I'm also good. So let's get on. Now, first things first, right? We want to understand who are our clients. Now, our clients typically would be anybody with whom we have entered into any sort of agreement with, right? Maybe buying and selling or anything of sorts, right? Those are our clients. Now, in the data field, our clients can actually be categorized into stakeholders, right? Basically, stakeholders as we call them. They could be internal stakeholders or external stakeholders and the likes. For internal stakeholders, we're going to be talking about people like the managers, team leads, departmental heads, and the likes. Right. For external stakeholders or external partners, we have investors, stakeholders, and people that you actually get into business with. There's also the external customers, right? Maybe like the end users, people that you get to create your products for, right? And of course, depends on what you get to do as a business. You can also be looking at governmental agencies or NGOs, non-governmental organizations or non-profit organizations and the likes. So yeah, now, now that we've been able to understand who our clients are, right? Your clients could be any of those. What are the importance of understanding client requirements? Now, it's very important to understand client requirements, very, very foundational, right? Because they help in making precise decision and precise and informed decisions, rather, right? I remember as a data analyst, at the end of the day, whatever analysis you're carrying out, the end goal is for insights to be uncovered in order to help solve business problems, right? Or help an organization make better informed decisions using that. Now, in data analytics, knowing what your client needs allows you to be able to tailor your approach, right? While carrying out whatever analysis and ensuring that the insights generated align directly with your customer or business objectives. Now, understanding clients' requirements fosters effective communication, right? In most cases, the best way to communicate insights as a data analyst would be through diagrams, visualizations, and the likes, right? So, yeah, clear communications ensure that analytics outcomes are interpreted correctly and would help lead to better informed business decisions. Now, we're going to be talking about the link between client understanding and business success. Now, we're not going to spend much time on this, right? The link between client understanding and business success is evident in the ability to create client-centric solutions, gain a competitive advantage, and foster innovations on your customers' operations. Right. At the end of the day, these things would help you be able to build long-lasting relationships. Now, we may not really be able to go into that detailed, right? However, there are certain strategies and approaches that can help you be able to achieve a high competitive advantage. Now, some of those strategies or approaches would be all of what we've listed. Because also we're time constrained, we'll not be able to go deeply into all of these, right? So we're going to take a few of them and see. Now, let's talk about um, good. Okay. So now let's talk about customer segmentation. First, it's very important to understand what customer segmentation is, right? Basically, categorizing your customers based on behaviors, preferences, certain other factors, and the likes. Now, in customer segmentation, you basically utilize data analysis to segment your customer based on demographics, region, location, behaviors, preferences, right? Um, Typically, would make use of a clustering algorithm approach to be able to identify or distinct group of customers from other group of customers, right? Now, this actually helps, right, to be able to tailor a lot of marketing and product strategies for each segment to enhance relevance. Now, just like Bill Gates has said, right, your most unhappy customers are a lesson to learn from. So you want to ensure that you're taking all of those things, segmenting them, see what customer is actually doing great and likes, and yeah, take advantage of all of those. Now, next that we're going to talk about is personalization. Personalization basically is more tailored towards marketing organizations or marketing analysts, right? However, it is very important to be able to leverage data insights to offer personalized experiences. In most cases, right, you may want to implement recommendation engines, personalized content delivery, targeted marketing campaigns based on your customer or individual preference or behaviors, right? So when you personalize, you're basically helping them to be able to tailor those approaches directly to them. Now, let's have a look at predictive analytics also. First off, what is predictive analysis? Predictive analysis is basically utilizing historical data or previous data to solve or predict whatever happens in the future, right? Now, just as we can actually see, it is not enough to just have data, right? It basically allows us to be able to transform insights or data into insight and insight into solutions, right? Now, how does predictive analysis work? This is a whole process on its own. Predictive analysis basically takes all the data or historical data, performs some mathematical operations on it, and provides what is called predictions, right, to be able to help solve business problems, right? Also, next that we're going to be looking at would be user journey mapping. Basically, being able to understand or use data to optimize your customer journey. It's pretty much important to map out how your customers have actually been from time memorial, from during their onboarding until the point where they begin to recommend you for to other customers or they start going off the organization. Now, when you use data or in data analytics, you would be able to map customer journey by identifying touch points and analyzing the customer interactions. See how customers have performed over time. What state are they currently in at the moment with your organization, right? You want to be able to optimize the user experience by addressing some of those pain points and streamlining the processes. Now, next we're going to be looking at would be customer feedback and analysis. Now, this is a very, very crucial one, very important to take feedback from your customers. It's very, very much important to listen to your customers and take feedback or sentiment. These things allow you to be able to better understand your customer, how they feel, what they actually need you to do and the likes. Now, customer sentiment analysis is the expression of customers basically, right? To be able to convey whether positive or negative sentiment about your products. Now, it's very important, right? When you use this data, you'll be able to understand your customer and how much satisfied they are, as well as to be able to identify areas for improvement and make data driven decisions. Now you can actually see just like what we have on the screen, emojis that be able to tell different customer moods, right, or emotions, right. So yeah, we want to be able to utilize things like this to be able to communicate information and understand customer requirements also. Um, Now, another aspect that we're going to be talking about would be the agile product development. Not typically concerned with data, right? However, just like Stacey Gordon has actually said, it is not about having a data strategy, right? It is about making data a strategy. Now, in the case of agile product development, basically, we want to be able to implement agile methodologies in product development using customer feedback and data to be able to iterate, yep, and release updates rapidly. Um, Ones that would be able to ensure that your products stay aligned with your customers and are evolving and meet up with evolving requirements. Absolutely right. Um, so here's like a sample chart of agile product development, right, from start to finish. Now, next we're going to be looking at would be proactive customer support. Now, this is very, very important, right? I think I'm actually taking this last because it's very, very important to anticipate and address customer issues before they escalate. Now, it is very, very important, right? Because if your customers are not buying from you, they'll definitely buy from your competitions, right? And if they're not buying from your competition, they'll definitely buy from you. Now, it's important to ensure that you use data to be able to predict potential customer service issues. And of course, once you have an insight into that, you want to be able to implement proactive customer support approach. Maybe through AI-driven chatbots, maybe through self-service portals, maybe through personalized assistance, right? But you want to ensure that you're giving it all to be able to help resolve customer issues. I think that's about that, right? Thank you very much for listening within this short period of time. And do connect with me so on social media on LinkedIn, on Twitter as well, and I'll definitely connect back. If you have any questions, please kindly send me a chat on either of these, right? And I'll be happy to connect with you. Thank you very much and have a wonderful evening. Bye.